What's up, everyone? This is Horizon, and today I'm continuing my series on my first impressions and encounters with all of the Dark Souls 3 bosses. And here we are outside of a fog gate in Irithyll of the Boreal Valley, and I'm assuming there's a boss fight across from it. So let's see. I am level 57. Here are my stats for those of you that are curious. Let's go ahead and cross and see what we're getting into. Pontiff Sulyvahn. Arena looks cool. Ooh. Alright, he is aggressive. Very aggressive. Jesus. Okay, I like these like sword type fights though because they are a little more predictable, I feel like. But God, this guy's aggressive. He's like a more aggressive Abyss Watchers. All right, so first attempt down. Looks like we got him like maybe a quarter of the way. All right, here we are outside for attempt number 2. I'm gonna pop an Ember. And let's see if we do any better this time. So I feel like for this guy, I'm really going to need to get used to how many attacks his combos are. God, he has a long reach. His attacks eat up so much stamina too, so I feel like I'm really going to have to focus on dodging. These two swords. I wish I was better at parrying. I really only think I'm going to be able to get like an attack in before he counters. And my stamina's gone. Dude, this guy is no joke. Okay, attempt number 2, I think went a little worse. So blocking, it eats up so much stamina and he attacks so fast, I don't know how viable trying to do that is. So I feel like I'm either going to need to get better at dodging or learn how to parry better. All right, I'm going to do attempt number 3 without popping an Ember because I only have a couple left and I feel like I'm going to be dying for a while trying to figure this guy out. So I want to save them for when I actually feel like I have a chance at winning. Yeah, blocking is not the move. He attacks so consistently and they take out such big chunks of stamina. Can I parry? Like, I haven't... Well, there's attempt 3 down. I think we landed 1 hit. So I think maybe what I'm going to do is try and just sprint past the enemies on the way to this dude. And maybe just try and get some parry practice in. Because blocking clearly doesn't work. And I feel like dodging could, but so many of his attacks are really sweeping, it seems like. That I feel like there's like half or maybe a 50% chance of his attacks hitting me even if I dodge. Unless I do it perfectly. And maybe see how I can do with parries. row. Give me like a sec. That's a new attack. Let me heal, let me heal. Alright, this guy's a jerk. Didn't even let me heal once. I hit him 0 times. Was that attempt 4, I think? I know there are summons outside of it, but I don't want to resort to that. Like, I want to make myself get better at the game to where I can just take him on solo. And from what I saw, there's multiple summon signs out here. Let's see. Alright. Time to practice parrying. Wait, I think I got one, but I accidentally healed. This attack. All right. So attempt number 5 died pretty quick. This guy's hard. This guy is easily the most aggressive boss I've run into so far. All right, here we are for, I think, attempt number 5, number 6. There's a bunch. All right, parry practice, let's go. Probably should have practiced this, like, earlier in the game. Let me heal. Got one. Okay, that took out a lot of health. And it gives me a chance to... Dang, he has a reach with that attack. See if I can land enough. I landed 1 parry. Better than nothing. So the plan is to just do that enough times to where he just dies before I do. Alright, parry time. Dang, that was a slow attack. Can't parry that one. So for those of you that are watching this to try and genuinely learn the fight with me, that's what I'm gathering from it so far, is that blocking takes up too much stamina, dodging doesn't work enough of the time, especially with how hard he hits. So I'm thinking that consistent parrying is the only real way I'm going to be able to take him on by myself. Got one. Dude, my stamina is low. Dude, oh. I feel like I have to get consistent parries on this guy, or it's just game over. He doesn't seem to give any real time to heal. If you're lucky, you might get a small window to get one off, but then that'll be it, because... And I don't even care if I get hit by these guys outside, because the fight isn't lasting long enough for me to use even half of my Estus. Should I try and just... Bro, oh. This guy is frustrating. And I don't think I can parry that first big attack. So I think that that's where an early mistake I'm making is. And there it was again. I was waiting for the attack to go off, but his overhead attack, it seems to be a lot slower than everything else. So I need to try and remember that. And like, I don't know, since I barely have any time to use an item, I'm not sure if it makes more sense to try and use my like green blossom to up my stamina, or if I should really just try and tried to parry that, didn't work. I am very caught off guard by how much tougher this boss is than everything else so far. There's just absolutely no breathing room. Interesting. Didn't know those things could attack through the fog gate. I am very thankful that the bonfire for this fight is very close. So I'm able to get a bunch of attempts in without needing to worry about an annoying walk back. The one that's coming to mind, for those of you that have played Dark Souls 1, is the run back with Ornstein and Smo. Dude, this fight is brutal. I've only played Dark Souls 1 and 3 so far, but before this guy, I feel like the most aggressive boss I remember fighting is Manus in the Dark Souls 1 DLC. But even then, there was really just one big combo of his that you had to make sure you avoided. And it gave you enough time to heal or do whatever you needed to, but I'm not seeing that with this guy yet. Like, I don't see a point in even switching to my stamina items. Okay. So it's becoming pretty clear that if I don't learn how to parry, I'm not going to beat this boss by myself. One parry in. So I was able to land one parry. It seems like I'm probably going to have to land like 5 based on how much health I'm taking off of him with one. Part of me is wondering that if I miss a parry, it honestly might be more beneficial for me to just eat the hits rather than trying to block them so I can regain the stamina. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do with this attempt. If it works, we'll keep doing that. If not, we'll keep workshopping. Alright, one parry. Okay, so that's the best attempt so far. I didn't follow the strategy that I said I was going to. So that could have played a part in it. But I think one of my focuses should be to make sure I don't completely go out of stamina, because the regeneration is way slower if it completely goes out. Dude, he has such long combos. parry down. So that attempt is the longest I've lasted. I was actually able to get a couple heals off, but I still only landed one parry. One parry. Parry number 2. So he has a duplicate. That's a new attack. Ooh, I like that. Is that it? Okay. Cool. Sorry, I'm very surprised by that. So that was the first attempt that we got him to the second phase with the mirror image that he had. I don't know how many attempts that was total. That was a lot. But yeah, that was Pontiff Sulyvahn. Overall, by far the hardest boss I fought in Dark Souls 3 so far. One of the toughest bosses I fought in my Dark Souls experience so far. It was interesting because it was very frustrating, but still it felt like the difficulty came from something that I just needed to get better at doing. It never felt unfair. It was just that it took time to figure out what the fight was about, and trying a lot of trial and error strategies, and really just trying to get better at parrying. And landing a couple of them definitely helped. And then the last little bit, I just got kind of panicky and tried to get him down as fast as possible, especially because there was some extra attacks that he threw in with the projectiles and the duplicate that I really just wanted to try and wrap it up since it was the furthest I had gotten. But overall, good time. I'm very stoked that I was able to get that down without any summons. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to toss it a like, and if you've played through this, let me know in the comments how the fight went for you, if you had an equally tough time, if you had to end up resorting to summons or anything. I'm very curious to see what everyone else's experiences were with it. And if you enjoyed the content, feel free to subscribe because I am going to be posting videos for the Dark Souls 3 bosses I encounter every week. And yeah, that was Pontiff Sulyvahn. I'm curious to see what comes next. But again, I was Horizon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.